Welcome to the SERL Hot Wheels Cup Series Season 1 Race to Atlanta. And let me just recap something very quick here. So the last 2 weekends have been very different. We saw how in the Domino's Pizza Truck Series, we saw a very calm race, a lot of side-by-side action here, and long green flag runs. And there were a few cautions every now and then, but they weren't like cautions that took out like a large portion of the field. But then last night in the American Ethanol Series, we saw caution after caution. I don't know how many cautions there are, and I'll put it on the screen right now of how many cautions there were. But we saw caution after caution, and it took out a lot of really good strong cars. It took out a lot of really strong cars. So the question is, when it comes to cautions, are we going to see what we saw in the Domino's Pizza Truck Series, or are we going to see what happened in the American Ethanol Series, or could we see both combined into one? It'll be all interesting here. Well, let's take a look at flyby. Let's take a look here on this flyby, and we can just go here and qualify and see where everyone qualified. So Tony Green and Adrian Felix lead to the front here, and then Austin Candy, who won the Daytona 100, starts dead last year. So we'll see here. And by the way, just as something to put out here, this race is under cloudy conditions, so we're not going to have that like glare, and that glare is really bad heading into turn 1 here, because turn 1, here we are, green flag, turn number 1 can cause a lot of problems, and maybe yesterday all that calamity happened was because they couldn't see that much in turn 1 here. But here comes here, as Adrian Felix just like blasted his way out, and he's now gonna control his destiny as the leader. Well, let's see what happens here. We're seeing speeds at about 180 miles per hour here, and it looks like that we have a caution here. And as Tony Green catches right back here, right to the back of Adrian Felix here. And let's take a look here. Looks like Dion Sky and Austin Kennedy, so starting in the back is really not good here. John Smith, Sean Harkle, Nick Smith, some of the drivers were really good yesterday. Yeah, but looks like yesterday's magic is not going to translate over today. Riley White, and who's it? Jordan Newman. Yeah, Jordan Newman. And much more. So let's take a look here and see what happened under this caution. Looks like Cody Higgins got some help from Nick Smith behind here. So Cody Higgins, he definitely got some help here, and they got one out of the wall. Hits Jordan Newman, gets Sean Harkle, John Smith, and Ellie Vogel just have like nowhere to go here. It looks like it was gonna be fine in control, but they're not here. And then we said John Smith get into Nick Smith here, and then we just see a 200 car here, and then Austin Kennedy, he gets in, and then gets his worst damage right there up in the front. So there we are here, and let's see if we have any, and let's see if we have like any good like onboard cameras here. And let's see if we have like any good onboard cameras here. And if not, we're just gonna go back to the green flag, or maybe even like pit stops. Let's go back to whatever I choose. Jim Kelly, who really did not have a good American Ethanol Series race yesterday. Let's go on with him, because he definitely had some close calls and a pretty decent wrecking points. He did not get involved. So yeah, so just like nearly avoid that. But now let's go back to the green flag here, or maybe even some pit stops. Austin Kennedy, first to worst here, and then we got Dion Scott and John Smith and Nick Smith. John Smith had a really good car last night, and unfortunately we're not gonna see if that greatness is gonna work today here, because he's not out here. But now here we are here we are Adrian Felix and Tony Green, the top two drivers. They're going to lead back to the green flag. So how long will it be until we see the next caution? We'll just have to see how it all folds out. Okay, so Adrian Felix here, he's still leader here, and we've seen how I'll have reshocks right here. The leader is pretty much the best like driver who's able to excel quickly here. But we decided Eric Almahar and Charles Belding, who unfortunately bad pit strategy does not work that well for yesterday, and it looks like that. Whoa, it's like the captain here who had a good car yesterday, carried 200 feet into the wall. So Adrian Felix right here. So he's led all the laps as Sean Harple is back on pit road once again here. So as Sean Harple continues to lead, it almost leads like next lap right here. So everyone seems to be climbing down right here, getting into the own lane here. But we're still extremely dicey here. Down in this part of the pack here. Well, let's go. So Eric Almahart, he caused a lot of crashes yesterday. So he caused quite a bit. I won't say like a lot of cautions, but he caused quite a bit of cautions here as well. M. McGurn, I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time remembering that like first name here, but whoa, he almost got clipped by the 7 here. Jonathan Skavnik here. Looks like they have another caution right here. So what is this caution for? Sean Harple, Scott Dale, Jordan Newman, and Nicholas Grant. Garrett Stoner seems to be on a spin, so is Daniel Boyles. Possibly your Bradley White here, but let's take a look here and see what happened. Are we going to have? Nicholas Braden and I believe who's right behind him, Kendall Garner. But let's just see how it's like all unfolded here. So Nicholas Garner, he actually went up the tracker here, and I guess he didn't realize that Garrett Stoner was right there, because then all of a sudden they get hooked, and we saw this yesterday. We saw cars that got involved in previous crashes, cause more cautions here. So we're gonna have a repeat of last night of where we see cars who were involved in the previous wrecks causing more wrecks here. We'll just have this here. But this crash here, it was somewhat of kind of like a crash. Some drivers may be out, but for the most part, let's just go back to the green flag here, or possibly pit stops. Let's find out. So the 16 of Garrett Stoner, who's actually in that spot because we saw a few drivers right around here and make this up here. So Garrett Stoner is not having a good day, but his teammate Adrian Felix is having a wonderful day here in 99. So as I mentioned earlier, at these types of tracks, here's what I'm trying to say. At mile and a half racetracks here, we see an like the leader wins these races in like dominant fashions here. So does Tony Green or Eric Almahart have anything for Adrian Felix here? We'll just have to find out here. Okay, but it looks like Sean Harple here might just get in the way. Oh, don't slide! Sean Harple slides him into 99 here. He puts the 99 in the wall, and oh my God, that could easily cause an auto crash here. But that automatically forces Adrian Felix to be bumped back to 30. Yeah, sorry for my stuttering. Yeah, but that puts Eric Almahart in the lead now. So we'll take no caution on that lap. So we seem to be having a combination of both types of. So as of right now, we seem to be having like a combination of like both types. Never mind, forget it. We seem to be having a combination of Domino's Pizza and American Ethanol Series types of racing here in Atlanta. We're seeing longer, we're we're of course seeing our long green flag laps here, but then we're also seeing quite a bit of like huge cautions here, and now we have another caution out here, and it looks like Kevin Bull, Elliot Vogel are the biggest losers here. We saw some smoke on the back chile, so let's take a look here and see how this all unfolded. It may not just be like, it may just not be like the same cars who got involved in previous crashes are now getting involved in the next crashes. It seems to be that like all these crashes seem to be happening in the back of the field, and it kind of makes sense because when you get towards the back of the field, here, you know, the calamity is huge here. As we see Elliot Vogel and I believe Stuart, Grind right here get up, and then we see Kevin Bull here, who unfortunately did not have this luck here. But then we saw smoke up front here, and what I'm curious is that did we have a car spin? So let's keep our and so did here. So let's go check our board and see what happened here with the 11. So Z Smith, I want to say like Zach Smith. Yeah, I believe it's Zach. Correct, if you're watching, correct me if I'm wrong, but he gets in 21 on here. So 21 of Kendall Gardner also got to the edge here, but then 11 just gets clipped here by the 34 of I believe that is Benny Watson right here. But then the 11 keeps on rolling here, and then he goes back at the racetrack here, all safe and sound. So that seems to be that here, and let's now check. Now let's check to see if these drivers now have to make, if these like main leaders here now have to make pit stops. Still no more. So still no cars. So still no more cars out of the race since that initial accident right here. Here we go. Eric Omerhart now controls his own destiny as the leader here. But does Adrian Felix, who's now in second, have anything for him here, or are we gonna see someone like Charles Belding or Helder Alonso join the mix here? And those were two drivers that are really strong last week here. Let's find out here. And how many more accidents will we see here as we're approaching the halfway mark here? The halfway mark is past lap 24 here. So Eric Omerhart, he leads the field here, and let's. So Adrian Felix right here, he's okay. It looks like he was going to pass here, but then let's go through. But then let's go to the back of the pack here and see what is going on. So our first lap here is A-OK clean. But we'll watch it here because we could easily see Calamity. Let's go through another run here. Oh yeah, we got another crash here. The 88 and 36 start grinding. Now involved here, and we may just have to like watch out here. So we see another caution here. So it looks like that. So it looks like that we cannot get more than like it looks like that like in this race we cannot get more than like 2 full laps in here. But Eric Omerhart here is going to lead them back to the green flag here, and it looks like that he is most likely. It looks like he'll probably take the crown for most laps here unless something devastating happens. But let's take a look at that crash. Stuart Gradden and Philip Watson may need to have a talk here, but Philip Watson clearly got into them, so Philip Watson also got a piece of this. But then Stuart Gradden in the 88 of Daniel Voiles here, and Daniel Voiles he won that truck race and he won that truck race at the Honda, and since then he's not really been that strong here. But now let's go back to the green flag. Let's go back to the green flag here, or we may see some pit stops. Let's find out what happens. Wow, major news here. So apparently, Eric Omerhart apparently had issues with his engine and had to spend an extra lap on pit road. So now he is now one lap down here. And now, all of a sudden, William Bedford, Carter Kozlowski, Elgin Mills, Garrett Sinor, and Elliot Volga here, who were both involved in crashes. And the highest car who came up the road is Adrian Felix, and he's going to start 9th here. So major shakeups in the running order. Well, let's see here. William Bedford, he was I believe the outside pole center last week at Daytona here. And Carter Kozlowski, who looked like Carter Kozlowski, looked like he was going to have a really strong car here, but here going here as what the heck? Eric Omerhart decided to try really hard here and get one of his laps back. There are no penalties in the SERL, but that's very interesting of how he just randomly mad dash in front of everyone else here. But now William Bedford and Carter Kozlowski, they're now going to duke it off here. They're going to duke it off here. So does Carter Kozlowski have anything for William Bedford here? And here, so as we look here, back to the pack here, and see if anyone is in trouble or drivers we should be watching out for in case we have another crash happens. So, and there's Eric Homer, who looks like that he's about like a few seconds ahead of the figure of William Bedford. And the William Bedford here, he's using that high line to his advantage here. And then we have Carter Kozlowski and Ian Saunders. Apparently working together here in the draft. They're trying their best here to catch the lead here. And whoa, Garrett Sinor hit the wall pretty hard here, and that's gonna leave room. For. Man, I keep on drawing arrows here, but and that seems to be leaving a lot of room here for Adrian Felix here, who's now going to pivot. And now, Elliot Volga here in the wall. That's probably gonna be like a huge crash right here. So we're gonna have another caution right here, and as William Bedford here crosses the front division here, let's see who they took out. John Skavnicki, Sean Harple, McGurn, Nick Pericles, some drivers they're seriously good. Charles Belding, Jim Kelly, Garner. So a lot of hopeful front runners have now all been taken out in this crash here. We're going to see how this all happened here. We saw Nick Pericles and Elliot Volga make contact here, so let's go back and see what happened to them. This crash started back a lot more farther than what a lot of us might have anticipated right here. So Nick Pericles here, he definitely got some help here from Elgin Mills here, and he's going to go into trouble here. So already this is indicating trouble here, and then apparently the speed was fast enough to apparently get into Elliot Volga right here, and we're now going to switch to helicopter as this happens here, and we're just going to see the 9 Charles Belding here, and we're just going to see all these cars get involved here, and we're going to go to the Elliot Volga camera right here, or the Charles Belding camera, and see how all this unfolded right here. So let's go see how it happened through Charles Belding perspective here, because it's going to give us a good view on what happened up. The Charles Belding experience right here is going to give us a pretty good view on what happened here. But he got into our Rahal, forget that first name for that reason too, right here. But we're just gonna see what happens right here. So obviously being stuck on the high side. Here, there was pretty much like no way he was going to avoid his crash right here. And he got through here. But we're just going to have to see here through some of these error crashes right here as Diego Stevenson gets in there, and then we get this surgery of Club Crafton, Jordan Newman. Nicholas Grant got all a piece of that. So did Arch Hossain, Sean Harple, and Stuart Grant involved in war crashes here. So that's what happened up there. Scott Dale also got a piece of that. So yeah. Here. So Charles Belding. It looked like he was gonna win. It looked like that he should have won until back to strategy. It looks like his day. So obviously 2 bad weeks. Not a good way to end his weekend here, especially since he won that especially since he won that Domino's Pizza Truck Series race, and then that American Ethanol Series race. It was just not good for him at all. So Charles Bellamy is going to finish off what originally looked like it was going to be a good weekend here, but then when all bets are wrong here. But now let's go back to the leader here. William Bedford. After that crash, we get quite a bit more cars out of the race here. So here's everyone going out here, and here's everyone who made pit stops here. But now let's go back to William Bedford here, as he's going to take them back to here. But Adrian Felix right here. He's got the pressure tires right here, and William Bedford is still going to have to make a pit stop right here. So William Bedford might want to be careful right here, but we got some other cars here in the running right here. We see the 5 car here, who's actually getting Justin Zalabas right here. Justin Zalabas, who I believe has pressure tires, and he's just gonna zoom right by William Bedford here very easily. Oh wait, never mind. Never mind here. As here Joe Alonso here, stuck on the wall. Oh, we got another huge crash right behind him right here. So the crashes are unfortunately not gonna end right here. He leads them back to the line here. As we got Captain Adrian Felix. Adrian Felix right here. Wait a second. I believe. Wait a second. He restarted second right here. We're gonna take a look here and see how this all unfolded right here. As more good drivers are taken here, and Ian Saunders here. It looks like he had an accident on the trial over here. So a lot of these drivers here were up front here. So let's take a look here on what happened. Adrian Felix here. He was running third. And okay, so if Adrian Felix is gonna be mad at someone, he may want to focus here at Daniel Boyles, but he had help from here to Alonso right here. So he gets into him right here, and we were all focused on this, and we didn't realize what was happening right here. So that happens, and that's why Joe Alonso right here got up in the wall. So Daniel Boyles here, Andrew Brandt gets a good piece of here, and then Cody Evans, Nicholas Grind here, and much more. Vic Crafton, Connor Breeden got pieces of it. Arch Hossain, Cody Evans, so Stuart Grimer here, who honestly, I don't know why he's just not calling it like quits right here. So that's pretty much what happened to this crash right here. So Adrian Felix, it looked like he was gonna be like a really strong contender right here, but that day is gonna end in smoke. But now let's check up here and see what happened to Aiden Saunders. Aiden Saunders here, he was following behind Kevin Buller here, and he got attacked here from Carter Kozlowski. So Carter Kozlowski right there, and all these drivers here, they came down pit road the second to last time they came. They made stops here, or never mind, it wasn't second last time. It was actually the last time here. So yeah. So they were trying to get up to the front here. So that's that. Anyway, so now let's go back racing here to the green flag. More good drivers have taken out here. Cody Eggins, Andrew Brandt, the Crafton who apparently got out who apparently was out for a valve issue, and Nicholas Groudon now out. But Stuart Groudon and Daniel Boyles right here are still on the racetrack here, and both these drivers seem to be the two reckless drivers of the day here. Eric Almerhart is now in 10th place. So if his car can get back up to like fast speed right here, he might be a serious contender here. But William Bedford here, I believe as right now he's gonna go down. He's gonna take the crown of most laps led here, because I believe he's at least led like almost like 20 laps right here, and drivers like Adrian Felix and Eric, and drivers like Adrian Felix involved in crashes right here. That I believe is gonna automatically take them like out of contention. But William Bedford, I believe William Bedford at some point is still going to have to make a pit stop right here. And Justin Thomas is right behind right here. So does Justin Thomas have like anything for him here? We've not had a caution right here. So can we go more than 2 laps without having a caution right here? That's a really huge question right here, and that's a question here. We're just gonna keep our eye here on this like middle pack right here and see what happens. If this pack can survive, right here. But Carter Kozlowski is getting really antsy here with Jordan Newman right here. So it looks like we've gone 2 pole laps here without caution here, and now it looks like William Bedford here. Man, trying to get here. Looks like Justin Thomas here. He led that lap, and now he's going to be the leader here. So William Bedford here, he might just have to make a pit stop here, because now he's getting invaded by Tony Green. Green here looks like everyone's getting back over here, and no issues seem to be happening here. But I think we possibly have another caution here. Let's check here. Do we have another caution? No, we do not. The field just seems to be super spread out at this point here. We do not seem to be on those major cautions over here. Getting into the back of someone is like the worst nightmare in the SERL. So we've been pretty green so far, and I believe this is our longest green flag run we've had all race. So it seems like once we get down to like a certain amount of cars here, we seem to be able to hold on to lead a lot of laps here. Just the opposite, who's racing a car, who's racing that 5 car, and the 5 car, and that's the same 5 car and that's a very similar 5 car where Casey Kane won in the Smucker Series at Atlanta here. But it looks like that his car is just a little bit tight off right here because he hit the wall. William Bedford here, because he hit the wall, he's not catching Justin Lobster here. And right behind them, we have Tony Green, a couple, like a second or 2 further back. Scott Dale, Justin Bell, I believe, here Joe Alonso, Benny Watson, Eric Almahart, right here. He's slowly getting his way back out there. And then we got Garrett Sinner, who was involved in a crash earlier. Daniel Boyles, who was actually a lap down. Zachary Smith, LJ Mills, Jordan Newman, Carter Kozlowski here, and here comes Akiris. Looks like Stuart Gradden, because Stuart Gradden is now near far back. It looks like he's not going to be in a like major danger here of causing a crash here. But here we are here, Justin Thomas and William Bedford. I'm pretty positive that William Bedford at least has to make like one of them. So, but if he's like if he somehow saved a lot of fuel under all those cautions, then maybe here. But the top 3 now. But this is easily turning into a 3-man race here. Justin Talapas, William Bedford, and Tony Green. Because these top 3 here have distanced themselves from the rest of the pack here. And if we have a caution right now, I believe we'll have like 2 more laps to go here. But Justin Talapas here, some corners seem to work really well here for some cars. And then Carter Kozlowski here, Dale looks like it's going to end here because we have another caution here. So it looks like I believe if we go green, we're going to have at least 2 more laps to go here. Well, let's take a look here and see what happened to Carter Kozlowski. We saw Carter Kozlowski and Aiden Saunders right here. We saw them. But it looks like now they just got a little too close to here. So this crash right here, it ended Eddie in turn 1 here, but this is where it really started here. And then so here Carter Kozlowski here, but then Aiden Saunders right here, he's just gonna have to like come back and slam here. But actually no, Carter Kozlowski in the 18 here and 20 in the 7, Jonathan Skepnick here, Connor Breen is in the 18 here. But both drivers here are upside down here. Upside down here. Arch Hossain in the 20. Stuart here got up to the crash, but Carter Kozlowski here on his lid, looking up, and then Arch Hossain right here. I'm sorry that really wasn't like too good. So Carter Kozlowski here, he ends up on his roof here, and then he gets transported to the road here. So let's go back here and check on whether this race will under caution here. We'll have to see if William Bedford has to pit or if anyone else has to pit here. We'll just have to all find out. 18 cars running, 17 on the lead lap. Matthew Hotchkiss is the last car on the lead lap here, but Jonathan Skepnicki, Arch Hossain, Carter Kozlowski, and Connor Breen here. All 4 drivers involved are now going to be all out of the race here. But let's see here, because we got Justin Thomas here. He's not been a driver that we haven't talked about too much. I think he definitely has like rough patches here in the SERL in all 3 series. William Bent right here, who you never know, he could run out of fuel. He could run out of fuel here, and Tony Green right there in third place, but just until Thomas are here, as the pace car rolls out here, we're going to have 2 more laps to go here. If a caution comes out here, it will end the race. We'll just have to see here. Here we go, green flag, 2 more laps to go here. Look, Tony Green is challenging William Bent here on the high side, but just as long as here, because of that side-by-side action here, it's gonna pull him. It's gonna give him a good start here heading into turn 1. But now William Bent right here, second place. He's not giving up yet, but does he have enough here? That's the question here. So is that's obviously like the huge question here. Does he have enough? Does he have enough here? But here we go here. We got a strong car here of I believe his name is Justin Bell here, running in second here. White flag, here we go. Does Justin Bell have anything right here? He got a good run here on the high side, and Tony Green gets to the wall here. So the caution is out here, but they're just gonna race back to the line here. We're racing back to the line here. So does Justin Bell have anything for Justin Tolobas here? It's the Justin Tone here. He has a good run here on the high side. Are we gonna have another one of those fantastic line passes here? He pulls away. He pulls away. He's got a thing here. Last lap past here, and Justin Bell. I'm sorry if I'm getting wrong. Justin Bell will lead. Let's get the checker flag here at Atlanta. What a way to finish off the crazy Atlanta race that we've had here. Here, so he gets the win here. Matthew Hodge gets in trouble. Kevin Bull and Tony Green here. Tony Green had a great car all day long here, and now that ends very easily right here. It's here, but Justin Bell right here is the winner of this race. So. Okay, so that was right. So that was the last lap right here. It's just that like for like whatever reason here, when there's like a caution on the final lap, apparently for whatever reason they have to do like a additional lap for whatever reason here. So Justin Bell here, I'm sorry. Nah. Yes, he can so John Bell. So John Bell in the 40 car, he grabs the one here on the last lap pass here on the last lap. Who saw that coming? But now, so he wins the second race here of the Hot Wheels Cup Series. So both races of the Hot Wheels Cup Series have won by drivers whose car number was in the 40s right here. So as he pulls off here, here we are here. So here's first to 28th. Take a look at that. And then here's 15th through 42nd here. A lot of really good cars here. A lot of cars who are early in the race. You might have thought they were going to be like the winners. That didn't happen here. But actually, okay, fine. But let's actually show what happened to Tony Green here. For whatever reason here, these cars for whatever reason, they'll either get like a insane good run here, and that's what we saw here with Eric Almerhart. He was speeding really fast here, and I don't know if like Tony Green had like a problem right here, but yeah. So there's a huge spin here, and they were running inside the top center here, and they just all get him up here, and Tony Green right here. So he comes back to my racetrack here, and no one hits him. Yes, no one hits him right here. Anyways, so now let's go back here. So now let's go back here, and we can just watch John Bell easily take this thing away. Fine. So let's go. Fine, so that's all I really had to say here, and I'm sorry if this race is past like 30 minutes or here, because races just are going to be long, unfortunately. Thank you all for watching this race. We'll see all, because next weekend here, all 3 series are going to 3 different tracks here. I believe the Domino's Pizza Truck Series is going to Autumn Hill. The American Ethanol Series is going to New Jersey Motorsports Park here, and then the Hot Wheels Cup Series is going to Sonoma. Thank you all for watching this race. I hope you had a fun time watching all 3 series at Atlanta. We'll see you all next week, and bye. Congrats to John Bell.